Hey guys, how's it going? It's Flux here, and welcome back to Fluxburgh. We're here again in our new city over here with all these brand new assets we've got going on. I got a few more since the last episode, and we'll put those down today, but the first thing I'm a little worried about is the traffic, of course. You can see we've got some building up over here, kind of in this area, and of course, coming into the city quite a bit. That is definitely due to the fact that we don't have any timed lights through here, which is still unfortunate, but I think in the meantime, before we actually get that mod back, you can see it backs up all the way back to the highway now. I want to try and get kind of a short-term solution, or at least really ease the traffic all coming in from this side, and try and fix that, at least for now. That way, at the very least, once we get the traffic manager back, it'll be flawless. So right now we only have one entrance, and it's right here, which obviously is going to cause some traffic, some problems. And I think we need at least one more entrance, if not a couple more. So the first thing we'll do today is basically create a new entrance to the city. I want to have one back here for sure, and we might just do it now, actually, just to see what we can do with that, and then and move on from there. But there is, of course, plenty of room to make entrances over on these areas as well. Nothing to the caliber of this one, which is, using a 50-50 split on the traffic right off the bat and all that stuff to really reduce traffic. We probably won't do that for most of the other entrances, but that one's pretty good like that. So anyway, let's go ahead and page down here and find our traffic area. So I think the first thing we're going to do is just pause the game so we can not worry about that right now. And we'll go ahead and split the traffic off right about, I think here's fine. We can try and get this to flow correctly. Yeah, that's going to work. All right, good. So the first thing to keep in mind here is the fact that we do have tunnels already. So we're going to have to probably go one deeper than that. That's fine, though. We can manage that all right. So let's just go ahead and do that now while we're already thinking about it. So I'll go ahead and page down one deeper like that. And I'm going to go ahead and just pull this thing. How happens if I straighten it out here? It's not actually, well, yeah, it's pretty straight. All right, I'm going to pull this thing down to about here before we try and go alongside this road this way. Whoops. See if I can do this better. There we go. Then we'll follow along down this way. Now the goal here is to make this a shorter path than going through here. I think that the AI should automatically try to avoid going down this way like that. But like because of all the traffic and the fact that they're going through the city instead of staying on the highway. But either way, this should be the shortest path regardless. So they should be taking this if they're going to this back section over here. So once we reach about here, we're going to go ahead and switch over to 6 lane. That way we have 6 lanes to choose from when exiting onto this first intersection over here. And again, you would never do this for a main intersection, kind of like towards the middle of the city. But because of the fact that this thing is so far off and away from the main city, I'm not really too concerned about that. Let me just page up real quick as we get closer to connecting this over here. But I'm just going to go ahead and turn around this way. Like so. And we'll connect this thing like this. Oops, try and get it as straight as we can here. There we go. So as you can see, now we're utilizing the majority of the lanes. Obviously one of these is going to be a dead lane, but that's alright. Much better than not having enough lanes. So that should be effective there. We can actually get all 3 lanes of traffic in use going straight this way and have a right and left turn lane, which is fantastic. So that should help. I can go ahead and play that. Obviously, when you make any changes to your traffic, you should probably give it a good amount of time, because even if you have it like refresh to the point where there's cars coming into the new entrance, usually there's going to be some sort of backup. It's going to create kind of a flood of traffic for some temporary amount of time, and a lot of times it can be a little deceiving. You might think you made it worse, but if you just wait a little bit longer and let it all kind of flush out and even itself out again, then a lot of times you'll find that the changes you made are actually really effective and have fixed your problems. So Anyway, just something to keep in mind, because sometimes that happens where, you know, you think you broke it and then you try and fix it again and doesn't really help at all. So this should be a pretty effective solution, at least for now. I do want to have at least one more connection though. I think probably for one over on this side, coming out over here would be a good idea. Not really sure yet though about where. Maybe like right here will be a good spot to do that. In fact, I think that is a good spot to do that. I think I will do that real quick. So let's just go ahead and make another highway. And by doing this, we're really just kind of dispersing the traffic and avoiding putting too much stress on any one connection to the city, which is good. So let's just go ahead and create a little pull off here. In fact, we can just do this, actually. And then we'll take this one down to, where are we going here? Yeah, we'll do it there. That's a good spot. So I'm just going to go ahead and make this road kind of go along this way. And there we go. Here's the wraparound. So now we can go and switch to our 6 lane. Go straight for a bit here. And we'll just go ahead and make a little roundabout back this way. Oops, that's not very straight. Not very even, I mean to say. So I'll redo that a little bit. Try and make it a bit better. Yeah, it's better. And from here, we can make our nice even connection like that. There we go. So by doing that, now we have 3 dedicated lanes to go to the right this way, and then 3 dedicated lanes to go to the left this way. So we'll be filling out all the lanes at the same time, which should be much better. And already you can see we actually really effectively redirected traffic that was going off this way and taking all of these roads to get down here. Now as a result, we do have some traffic on this side now coming back into the city this way. That's kind of to be expected though, because this whole area is pretty crowded right now. And I do think with public transportation like buses or trains, or even this giant airport back here, we should have much better traffic flow in the future. And of course, we'll have the traffic manager also to help us out with that. So that'll be good. We'll see if this gets used. I think for now, it's not going to be used very much, only because we're not going to have any buildings over here that are closer than just going right here. But once you start zoning on this side, we're definitely going to have some people using this road instead, which should be much better for that. So why don't we just do that now, actually? Why don't we start zoning and utilizing that? I'll just go ahead and throw down some more residential. Actually, let's do commercial over here, because that is, we kind of want to keep all the commercial in one spot anyway. There we go. I'll do that all along here as well. As you can see, it looks like these little turnoffs are working pretty well, and kind of evening out the traffic that's using this exit over here, which is good. And then I'll probably do some residential up this way then. Just because we can then separate the commercial and residential a little bit more and prevent any noise complaints from all of our residents in the city. Just like that. I'll just try and fill this out as much as possible. And then in a minute we can go back and check on the progress and pollution point and see how that's going. So I'm guessing we're getting some pretty heavy traffic now with all the additions of new factories and things, which should be interesting to see, to say the least. So we got that pretty much filled out for now. I'm probably going to utilize like pretty much all this stuff as well when we're doing that, so we'll just keep that in mind. Alright, how are we doing over here? We have some disconnects with power, but I don't think we even really need it. Oh, this thing's not getting power anymore. That's bad. How long has that been doing that? That's not good. Okay, so it looks like traffic hasn't really gotten much worse, which is good. My one concern point would be somewhere over here. Because we don't actually have the light timers anymore, of course, because we lost traffic manager. So that means that there's no real emphasis on giving priority to the main avenue. But I think it's okay. It'd be nice, though, if we didn't have to worry about things like this happening. My guess is we're going to have some traffic that really gets a little more... it could get worse, I guess, as we start filling this out more, but I think it's going to be alright for now. Hopefully so, anyway. Let's head back here, though, and continue. Also zoning commercial down this way. We may need to start throwing down some more parks, but let's go to monuments for now. I'll just do that. All these all kind of start growing in because we have all these kind of just like sitting here waiting to grow in. So I added some more buildings. I'm not really sure where they would be or which ones they... What the heck is that? Oh, this is the... that's the tower, the control tower. Okay. Hydro Quebec building. I already put that one in. Okay. I added a few new buildings, though. I'm not really sure which ones are new or not. Oh, yeah, this is one of them. This one looks pretty cool. We'll have to try putting this somewhere. I think it'll fit in one of these little square areas, right? Oh, maybe not. Maybe not that one, anyway. Yeah, let's see. Where's a good spot for this? I don't really want to waste too much space if we can help it. It's kind of difficult to make this fit, though. I mean, honestly, this is like one of the best places I can find. Unless we go out this way a little bit, which we could always do. There's always going to be like one little bit of wasted space. It's like 7 wide by whatever the length is, which is more than 8. I guess it's not a huge deal if we waste a little bit of space. And this is not going to fit here for sure, not in the square ones anyway. I think we'll just do this, and then the wasted space can just be some grassland stuff. So we'll go ahead and de-zone this if we can. And I'm just going to go ahead and do like a little front entrance kind of thing. So I'm going to try and make a couple little concrete pieces like that. Then we'll use our trees to make little planter type things. It's kind of nice. I like that. Maybe a few out here. Maybe an extra tree in the middle as well. And then we'll just fill this in. That's pretty good. Okay. I like this one a lot, though. It's kind of a cool building. It's got these little like bridge connections in the middle, which I think is pretty nice. Very cool. Okay. Moving on. What else did we add? I think this is the ploppable office building that I had earlier. It's actually one of those that's growable as well, but I also got a ploppable version of it, which I think is kind of cool. It's actually a really cool building, so I think I'm just going to plop that down and see how that looks. Yeah. So that's growable. It'll grow as well, but yeah, you can also plop it down, which is kind of cool. Oh yes, the Chrysler building, of course. Just added that one recently as well. That'll fit pretty nicely over here. Again, though, it's kind of about making this thing fit evenly in here. I think this is a good spot for it, though. Then we can have a little bit of a front entrance area over here, which I think is kind of cool. Why don't we just do that now, just for fun? Make sure to de-zone all this stuff first. Oops. Okay. So we'll go ahead and make a little front entrance thing here. Yeah, that's kind of cool. I like that. Go ahead and use the, where are these things? The little fountain things I like a lot. If I can find it. Or the benches are fine too, actually. Then we'll do some trees up here. Like that. Maybe a little tree here. Maybe a couple along the side as well. Whoops. Try and use different types of trees as well. That's kind of nice. And then we'll just do some, I don't know, some nice little bushes along the entryway. There we go. That's good. Do that on this side as well. Oh, almost had that one. There we go. And awesome. Cool. I like that. Let me just hang on. Just like one more. See if we can fit that there. There we go. And then I want to do a few flowers maybe as well, just in the front. There we go. That's nice. I like that. Cool. Okay. So there's the Chrysler building. That's pretty cool. What else do we have? A few other things we could throw in there as well. That's what we just did. Bank of America. I don't think I've used this one yet. Yes, I have not. Okay, good. This can fit nicely right here. Oh, that's cool. That looks nice. Very glossy building. This is an office building. I think it's like a generic one. It's not like anything specific. And again, I really like these. I like the ones that they don't take up too much space. They kind of fit nicely in your skyline. In fact, that's kind of a good spot for it, I think, right? Let's see. Yeah, I like that. That's cool. Anything else in this category that's new? There's the first Canadian. Yeah, I think that's about it for that category. I think I got some new ones here, though, right? Building already exists. What is this? Renaissance Tower. I already got this one. Did I? Yeah. Comcast. Got this one. Oh, wait. The Amadeus is new. Yes. Some more of these not so gigantic buildings that can kind of fit nicely out here and basically make a nice little fade from our gigantic skyline over here. So let me go ahead and put that down there. Looks nice. I might actually throw in a few like little parks and things like the sandbox parks. That will definitely give us a oops, wrong way. I think it's over here, right? Yeah, there we go. That'll get some more happiness going for for our city. Very nice. Got some room out here, actually, some extra space. There we go. I like that one a lot too. It looks good. It's actually about the same height as a lot of these skyscrapers are. So we're getting to that height now. We're actually fading out pretty nicely. I'm liking that. Okay. This one's new. Definitely a bigger one. We can put on this side maybe just to save on some space. Or not even save space, but just fade in this direction as well. Not going to fit very well on these diagonal ones, but maybe there? That's a good spot, right? How's that look? Yeah, I like that. That's cool. Kind of a cool concept. I like the little like rooftop thing. Is that a pool up there? Yeah, nice little pool. Someone's got a nice little nice little chill out place. That's kind of cool. Alright, anything else? I think this is new too. Yes, this is good. Oh, wow, that's going to fit perfectly. Ooh, this is cool. That's really cool. I like the glossiness. Wow, that fits like perfectly in that little corner too. Awesome. We need something for here though. Let's see if we can fit anything else in there. Tower 42 I think has been used already. Yes, it has. Okay, already got all those. Anything new over here? I don't think so. Not that I can see. The aqua we just didn't use. Didn't look very good, honestly. Commerce Center's been used. What is this? 60 Wall Street? Ooh, I haven't used this one yet. Oh yeah, this is new. This is new. Ooh, that's a good spot for it. Oh, that's a really nice asset. I like that one a lot. That's really nice, actually. Well done, whoever made that one. Really, really nice. And look at this city. So it seems like, just looking into this this whole crime problem, it seems like it's actually a problem that I think asset creators can avoid. It's just like, I don't know. It's something that has to do with the way the asset's made that causes some problems, it seems like. I don't know actually myself how you would fix that, but I think it's something that has to do with the asset. It's a little bug. But it's actually pretty common, so. The Keymrock Hotel is kind of a small little hotel. I kind of want to put it in the front here because for some reason I just keep getting the same assets like over here. I don't know why, but the same building keeps growing in over and over again. So why don't we just put this like right here, front and center. That's cool. I like that. So we don't get the same one growing every single time right there. Oh, this thing's new, probably experimental. I was considering putting it in here. It's a really weird building. It's like look at this thing. It's one of those like super conceptual, like not actually physically possible buildings, you know? I'm not actually a huge fan of it. I just downloaded it because it looked kind of cool, but definitely not actually going to use it. This is kind of cool though. This little like research building. I kind of want to put this down somewhere. If we can find a place that it fits nicely. Oh, that's a nice little spot. It's nice because it doesn't waste any space. Yeah, I like that. Cool. I'm using so many of these little custom assets though. Like look at, it's like totally doing a number on our budget here. Unfortunately. Alright, so we got a few more towers we can start throwing in here just to, I don't know, finish this off. We need a few over here, I think. Although we can't fit them in the diagonal locations there like that. Let's see. I think I just don't have enough space in all of these like standard ones, unfortunately. Oh, there we go. That'll fit over here though. That's a nice little building. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, I like that. Kind of fits the look, and it's also about the same size as the other buildings, so looks just fine. Let's see, what else? Oh yeah, this is the Shanghai skyscraper from Battlefield 4. I don't know, I just downloaded it. I thought it was kind of funny. It's cool. It looks like the skyscraper in the game. So, and I mean the skyscraper in the game is also pretty like reasonable. It's not like some crazy unrealistic building or anything either. So yeah, I downloaded it. I'm not sure it fits in any normal locations though, so I may have to do some interesting placement to make this work. I was even thinking of replacing this building here with it. I think it would fit better in this little corner. In fact, I definitely think it will. I'm going to replace this. Boom. Battlefield 4 skyscraper. Wow, it's got kind of some like pre-made highlights or something on it. That looks good though. I like it. Let's replace that other building then. Where was that again? Was that like one of the... Is that in the same set? I think. The Trump Tower, we already have that one. Already have this one. Just want to make sure I didn't miss anything. Building already exists. Building already exists. Okay, what did I do with that other building? I have so many buildings installed now. Oh, here it is. Good. Okay. Let's put this over here. This will fit nicely in this little plaza area. Maybe like on this side? Like that? Yeah, I like that. That's good. Fits nice and cozy over here. Yeah, that's much better actually. I didn't really like it on the corner anyway. So, much better. I think we still need something over here though. We've got these like police and fire stations here which kind of block everything. I think we have a few more buildings. Let's just see though. Here's that stadium. Here's the other sky tower we had. Oh, I haven't even looked over here yet. I think these are all buildings we haven't even put in yet. Right? Yeah, they are. Oh, I didn't even look in this whole section yet, did I? Wow, that's surprising. I think I'm going to put this one like here. Yeah, that's a good spot for that. And then we've got this Taipei Tower. That'll fit nicely. Let's try and fit it in here. I just think it'll look nice to have some more buildings closer to the middle here. And so I like it also being kind of diagonal like that. Very nice. Alright, and then where was that last one that I wanted to throw in? Well, there's the Canada building. This thing is just gigantic, though. It's going to have to go in somewhere pretty... like, have plenty of space, really. I don't actually know where we have locations that have this much space. Wow, this thing is huge. Let's see. Let's put this one down first. This one's kind of nice, and it's a little bit smaller, also. This one can actually go like across the street from this big building over here. Maybe do that and then make a little pathway around it. Yeah. This honestly looks like a growable building, really. It doesn't even look that big. I'm aware that we're definitely over budget now. We're gonna have to probably come back and think about ways to make more money. I think we just need to have more zones, honestly. That's really what it comes down to. Because we've thrown down so many buildings now, like it's not even funny. It's crazy. Alright, whatever. I'm not even gonna try with that. It's fine how it is. Did I miss anything? Oh my god, we have so many buildings that I haven't put down yet. I got this one though. The Singapore building is already down, so that's good, I guess. Vero Insurance is already down. The stadiums are already down. These are all down. So I guess I went down here when I'm making Strywood, but I haven't gone back since then. So there's still quite a few big buildings that I haven't actually thrown in yet. Quite a few big buildings, actually. Even some that are, like, big and also oddly shaped and larger. That's a really nice building, by the way. I like that a lot. So anyway, I'd like these to start growing in. It looks like we have lots of demand for commercial right now. So I'm going to keep throwing these down while we go. But yeah, it'd be nice to balance out the budget a bit. We're definitely over budget just because of all these custom buildings. I'm gonna have to disable a lot of these too because of the crime. The crime's gonna probably keep these things from growing, actually, which is a little bit unfortunate. We'll fix that soon though. No big deal. Also gonna need to put some leisure down here if we want to have any of these upgrade to the full size. That's alright, we can do that pretty quickly. There we go. Just gonna keep zoning all this stuff. Okay, so now you can see we're definitely using this new entrance, which is good. In fact, it looks like it kind of cleared up the use of this, which is nice. I think our traffic's actually not too bad. There's just some like areas over here that could be definitely could make use of the traffic manager, but that's all right. I definitely want to do some custom stuff over here too, just to kind of make a nice little entrance area, maybe some trees and whatnot. But I gotta say, I really like the way this turned out. I really like the way this the city's been growing so far, and I'm really excited to make this big airport over here with the big, massive bus depot, transport center kind of area down this way. It'll be lots of fun to play around with. I'm just gonna keep zoning commercial back this way. Okay, so what's going on here? It looks like everyone wants to get in the left lane. See, I just wish that the traffic AI, I wish there was a way that, I don't know, what they really need to do. Wow, look at this. It looks like the exact same building spawned like 80 billion times. What? That's weird. I'm gonna delete these and try and get some different buildings in here. Anyway, that's the problem with the upgraded, the futuristic buildings, is they all grow the same and it just looks kind of weird. Anyway, what we need with the traffic AI right now, and I know there's like an AI mod out right now that's still kind of like not really stable, but you can see this, right? Like there's plenty of lanes to be used, but they all want to get in this left lane like right away, even though they don't have to actually turn until way up here when they're going to actually make their turn-offs to wherever they're going. And I wish that the game would allow the traffic AI to like wait, like maybe have like a buffer time before they get to, maybe like they have to be X distance away from their turn off before they start like worrying about what lane they're in. That way they could utilize all the lanes and not just like all try and merge over and cause traffic. Because like as you can see here, there's no lights, there's nothing like telling these guys to stop, but because they're all trying to merge in, it's just causing problems. So yeah, there's that. I don't really know. Like, there's not really much else I can do about that. honestly. It's just one of those things. And I think I can fix that with the traffic manager as well. So I'll probably come back next episode, hopefully with the traffic manager again. I'm probably going to look into that a little bit more and see if we can find a way to fix that, or at least find a workaround that'll make it temporarily work better. But anyway, there's our city for now. I'm really enjoying this, though. I'm really liking how this is turning out, and I'm excited for the airport, for the transport center, for this really crazy road network we're going to do with like the new highways coming in this way. Should be a lot of fun to work with, and I'll definitely be getting some custom assets and things to make this airport really awesome. So anyway, hope you all enjoyed this episode of City Skylines, and as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.